I think if your fundamental agenda is to find your passion and have joy, that's what matters, you know. If you only love the ending result of what you do, and you don't love the process, it's always going to be a chore. You're always going to have to talk yourself into getting up and practicing or getting up and make music. If you learn to love the process, then it's going to happen natural, it's going to be more fun, it's going to be a bit more effortless, although it'll still be work. But the whole thing will take on a different tone. So you got to love the process. And then so you ask yourself, how do I love the process? Well, you do stuff that makes you have fun and joy and passion. So you chase the, like you say, read a book or see a movie or hang with a friend or go, hiking or whatever, or play music, bring in stuff that is where you resonate with it, and then you start having fun. And you can have more fun if you just play music and let it happen, and then like just trying to think about it too much. I mean, I am enjoying the process a lot more now because I'm having fun getting out here performing music with people and then going back and listen to playback and go, oh, even if it's not perfect, I'm starting, you're hearing a thing going, wow, that's kind of more like I did when I was a kid, when there wasn't an option, you just played and you got that on tape, or live or whatever. But I think I spent a lot of time not enjoying the process because I was using those other set of ears, let's get this just right, I'm going to beat this to death and get it perfect. And
so you feel a bit more liberated now to just
you gotta put like if you have a really great garden, you want to put a fence around it, and protect it from the bugs or the deer or whatever, And if you find, that pulse that's so important is that having fun and playing music and getting inspired, you want to put a fence around it. In other words, you want to be careful not to let yourself, run off into a place where you're getting so analytical and looking at it in a way, as I have before in the past, to where you deplete you take the fun out of the process. Then you're in trouble, and you don't. And I didn't even realize, I'll get in that place and I didn't even realize, like, oh, well, I just, you have to like take 3 steps back and look at the whole thing and go, and then you go, oh, I get it. I was taking the fun out of the process. That's something you don't do. You want to keep that in there, so. You protect that. You put a fence around that important treasured thing. It's a learning process. You get something really well, but then there's other aspects, that are, So it's kind of like trying to get it all in a package, to where it makes sense and stuff.
You're in the studio. Are you recording songs that you've been working on for the last couple of years, or things that are brand new?
Exactly. Well, a lot of it's stuff over the last couple of years, and then stuff that's brand new. I'm going to try to cut like about 16 songs or something, and then figure out what works out. Mm-hmm. But we're just right now just cutting all the basic tracks for it. Started about a week or 2. I'm trying to do it a little different than last record. I'm trying to move towards performing more live in the studio, because I think my biggest observation as far as what I need to improve is just play, have fun, and try to capture that live spirit. And a lot of times on my records, I'll get so introspective that I'll start piecing it together, and it'll lose some of that live spontaneity. So I don't think there's anything wrong with making a record that's really, put together in a very, being real picky about the kind of record you make. But not at the sake of sacrificing that live performance energy. And I think I want to work on that more, capture more of the live performance in the studio. So that's what we're trying to do now. No matter what kind of music we're doing now, we're trying to get out here and play it. And you go back and you listen to the tape, and it just has a totally different vibe. It's just much more magical that way. All these options and this affords me to do this and that, but you pay a price for everything, And I think the more, like you say, I mean, the most important thing is that magic and feeling that energy and that artistic expression from someone. And it's best served and best delivered when you capture people playing with people. You can't beat it, and I'm glad that I'm, finally, many years down the road, I'm going, light bulbs going on, going, God, that's really important, I want to get back to that. And plus it gets you back to the heart of the matter anyhow. It improves your playing. You spend your time on the focus, which is most important, which is, playing music and sharpening your skills, your performance level. It's like if you work on that, then all these other areas, they have a way of working themselves out. But if you're always chasing the periphery of, oh, well, let's get this kick drum, to sound perfect, and I've done that many times, and I've just I've gotten bored with it. I'm glad I've gotten bored with it, because now I just want to play.
Thank you so much.